Hello students, welcome to SS classes. Today we are going to discuss the central nervous system in detail. So in my previous lecture in the flowchart of nervous system, I told you that the central nervous system is divided into two regions, the brain and the spinal cord. Why it is called central nervous system? Because it is located in center of our body. That's simple. So, what part of nervous system are located in the center of body? That is nothing but the brain and the spinal cord. So, children, let's discuss the topic brain in detail. So, we know that the brain is the main thinking part of our body, where the various processes occurs and hence the organism responds accordingly. So, children, let us discuss what this brain is actually is. So children, this is your NCERT diagram for the brain. So there you can see children, many labels are there. Apart from that, lot of labels more that we are going to discuss. So let's start with the outer covering of the brain. So here you can see children, the bony structure is there. And inside that the brain is located. आप आपके खुद के हेड को इमेजिन करो. हम बाहर से देखते हैं तो ये स्किन है, स्किन के अंदर कुछ तो भी आपको यहाँ पे हार्ड पार्ट नजर आता है. सो दैट हार्ड कवरिंग इज नथिंग बट दिस कवरिंग. ये जो यहाँ पे ड्रॉ किया है, दिस आउटर कवरिंग, एंड दिस आउटर कवरिंग इज नोन एज स्कल. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? स्कल बोलते हैं. इन अदर वर्ड इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज द क्रैनियम. क्रैनियम का मतलब ही ये कि बोनी बॉक्स है जिसके अंदर हमारा जो ब्रेन है ये लोकेटेड है. अब देखो बच्चों, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये बॉक्स है एक बोनी और जिसके अंदर ऐसे ब्रेन को रखा हुआ है और जैसे जैसे हम मूवमेंट करेंगे, फॉर एग्जांपल हम ऐसे अभी जंपिंग कर रहे हैं या फिर हम ऐसे ऐसे कोई मूवमेंट कर रहे हैं, हम गिर जाते हैं. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये ब्रेन डायरेक्टली ऐसे वो स्कल से टकरा जाता है, ठीक है, ऐसे उसको यहाँ वहाँ टकराते रहता है. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. सो ये जो ब्रेन है और ये जो स्कल है, in between the skull and the brain there are the presence of the layers of tissues, and these layers of tissues are known as the meninges. I think here that label is not given. So these meninges, these are the layers which are represented by the black color lines. So these are the layers of the tissues, and these tissues layers are called meninges. Now there are three meninges. First is arachnoid matter, pia matter and dura matter. These words you don't need to remember because the name of the meninges is not there in your syllabus. In your NCERT it is not given, but if you want to remember it, you can remember children. These matters names are, these meninges names are arachnoid matter, pia matter and dura matter. Pia matter, spelling for that is PIA, pia matter, and the dura matter. So in between this meninges, say for example here is arachnoid matter, here is the pia matter and here is the dura matter. So in between these two meninges, in this first meninges, second meninges, in between these two meninges there is a presence of fluid, and this fluid is called as CSF fluid. The CSF stands for cerebrospinal fluid. Now why this is called cerebrospinal? The cerebro word stands for, so this is the cerebrum. This is the main brain, that is called cerebrum, and this is the spinal cord, which is a nerve cord arising from the brain. Now this fluid is called cerebrospinal fluid because this fluid is present in between the meninges which surrounds brain as well as spinal cord. ये जो मैंने आपको meninges बताए, ये meninges सिर्फ ब्रेन के ऊपर ही कवरिंग नहीं है बल्कि इन meninges का spinal cord के ऊपर भी कवरिंग है. So these meninges are present around the spinal cord also, and in between this meninges there is a presence of the fluid called cerebrospinal fluid. So the name is given cerebrospinal fluid because this fluid present around the cerebrum as well as around the spinal cord. Now children, what is the function of the CSF? The CSF is the shock absorber. जैसे कि हम एक कुशन की बात करते हैं, हमने कुशन लिया है, समझो आपका फ्रेंड आपको आगे से ऐसे हीटिंग कर रहा है। अगर कुशन नहीं तो आपको डायरेक्टली हीट होगा, अगर कुशन आपने रखा तो क्या होगा, ये जो प्रेशर है ये कुशन क्या कर लेगी, अब्सॉर्ब कर लेगी और आपको वहां पे इंजरी नहीं होगी। सो सेम फंक्शन ब्रेन एंड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड के अराउंड ये CSF फ्लूइड करेगा। सो इट इज अ शॉक अब्सॉर्बर। सो जैसे आपको सर पे अगर कोई कुछ लगता है, आप गिर जाते हैं, तो डायरेक्टली आपके ब्रेन को हार्म नहीं होता है, बिकॉज दिस फ्लूइड absorbs the mechanical shock and prevent our brain and spinal cord from getting damaged. So this is the function of cerebrospinal fluid. Now inside this tissue layer there is a presence of the brain. Brain is located below this meninges. Now children, this brain is classified into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. This is the folded part. This folded part is called as the cerebrum. So cerebrum is nothing but the forebrain. That is actually the main part of the brain is. Now here is the presence of the midbrain student, and this is the small brain, including this lower part of the brain is nothing but the hindbrain. It is a hindbrain. So brain is divided into, human brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain. Now this is a side view. We are looking the brain from the side. But children, if you look brain from the top, what will you observe? You will observe that two hemispheres. Two hemispheres means what? Hemi means half. So एक अगर कोई स्पीयर है और इस स्पीयर को आपने ऐसे कट कर दिया टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में, तो आपको क्या दिखेंगे? टू हेमिस्फीयर्स. सो वैसे ही आपको ब्रेन ऊपर से दिखता है लाइक अ टू हेमिस्फीयर्स. राइट हेमिस्फीयर एंड लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर आपको वहां पर दिखेगा. सो ये जो हेमिस्फीयर से ये डिवाइड किए गए हैं. एंड विच पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रेन डिवाइड्स दिस टू हेमिस्फीयर्स? दिस इज द कॉर्पस कैलोसम. ये जो पार्ट आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पर, ये जो पार्ट है ये है कॉर्पस कैलोसम. दिस कॉर्पस कैलोसम सेपरेट्स राइट सेरेब्रल हेमिस्फीयर from left cerebral hemisphere. So there is a division. One more interesting thing regarding this hemisphere is, children, the right cerebral hemisphere control the left side body activities, and the left side cerebral hemispheres control right side's body activities. A very interesting concept with respect to brain is here. So children, let us discuss in detail what these parts are and what their functions are. So this forebrain, children, this is a highly folded part is shown here. This is the cerebrum. The cerebrum is also known as the forebrain. This forebrain is further divided into four lobes that we will study in detail. So let us discuss its overall function. So this forebrain, children, that is the cerebrum, control the voluntary activities. It is also called as the main thinking part of the brain. The cerebrum is called as main thinking part of the brain. Now it controls various voluntary activities. Apart from that, the finger of hunger is also feeling of the hunger is also controlled by this cerebrum only. जैसे कि आपको हंगर का फीलिंग आया है, आपको भूख लग रही है, तो ये भी किसने बताया? आपके सेरेब्रम ने ही आपको ये फीलिंग दिया है. अब भूख लगी है, हम खाना खा रहे हैं, ठीक है. उसके बाद पेट भर जाने का फीलिंग, आपका पेट भर गया, सो ये भी फीलिंग हमको सेरेब्रम ही दे रहा है. ज़्यादा खाना खा लिया, कम खाना खा लिया, मतलब बहुत ओवरलोड हो गया डाइट आपका, और अपने पेट भर के खाना नहीं खाया, हाँ पेट भर गया. ये सारे जो फीलिंग्स रिलेटेड टू हंगर, दिस ऑल फीलिंग्स आर कंट्रोल्ड बाय the cerebrum. And apart from that, it also controls the voluntary activities, the activities which are in our control. So for example, walking, riding a bicycle, picking up a pencil, talking, simply sitting. So this every voluntary activities which we are doing by our will, which are in our control, these movements are controlled by the cerebrum. Now this midbrain and the hindbrain, these parts of the brain control especially the involuntary activities. Involuntary activities are controlled by this midbrain and the hindbrain, children. So let us discuss each and every part in detail. So children, here is the detailed structure of the different lobes present in the forebrain, that is in the cerebrum, which is the main thinking part of the brain. So here you can see the color differentiation, children. So this is the frontal lobe. As its name indicates, frontal, it's located in the frontal region. Now this is the parietal lobe. This is the limbic lobe, which is also called as the temporal lobe, and this is the occipital lobe. Now children, this frontal lobe is located in the front side, and which contain the areas for thinking, speech, language, emotions and memory. It contains the areas for association areas for what I told you, the language, speech, emotions, थिंकिंग एंड मेमोरी, ये सारे चीज़ों के जो एरियाज है ये यहाँ पर है. ठीक है, कुछ हमको सोचना है, हम सोच रहे हैं यहाँ ऐसा करना है वैसा करना है, सारे प्रोसेसिंग कहाँ पे हो रही है आपकी फ्रंटल लोब में. आपने कुछ सोचा है वो आपने किया, अभी हाँ हमने ये किया, हमने ये पढ़ा, आपके मेमोरी में सारी चीज़ें जो स्टोर हो रही है, मेमोरी का एरिया जो है आपका वो फ्रंटल लोब में ही है. तो लैंग्वेजेस आप अलग अलग पढ़ते हैं, अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस की जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो आपकी यहीं पर स्टोर होंगी. आप किस तरीके से बात करते हैं, आपका स्पीच, ये सब कुछ भी है, दैट विल बी आल्सो कंट्रोल्ड बाय द फ्रंटल लोब चिल्ड्रन. नेक्स्ट इज द parietal lobe. This parietal lobe is located exactly behind the frontal lobe. So two parietal lobes are there just behind the temporal lobe, and it contains the association area for the smell, taste and touch. टच का फीलिंग है, किसी ने आपको टच किया, आपको सेंस होता है. स्मेल आप ले रहे हैं, ठीक है, स्मेल का सेंस अच्छा है, स्मेल बुरा है. या फिर टेस्ट है, आपने खाया, आपको कड़वा लगा, मीठा लगा, अच्छा नहीं लगा. दिस ऑल फंक्शंस आर कंट्रोल्ड बाय द parietal lobe. Next is the temporal lobe. These two temporal lobes are located in the ear region. ये जो आपकी ईयर है बिल्कुल इसके ऊपर वाले रीजन में, ब्रेन के सेरेब्रम के ये जो दो लोब है, they are called the temporal lobe, and temporal lobe have association area for hearing. जो साउंड हियरिंग का जो आपका इंफॉर्मेशन है जो आपके ब्रेन तक जाएगा, वो प्रोसेसिंग कौन से लोब में होगी, दैट इज द टेम्परल लोब में ही होगा. एंड दिस इज द occipital lobe. Occipital lobe contain the association area for vision. ये जो आपका राइट आई है, ये राइट आई से एक ऑप्टिक नर्व जाती है, इस तरीके से क्रॉस होके जाएगी आपकी लेफ्ट ऑसिपिटल लोब में, और लेफ्ट आई से एक ऑप्टिक नर्व जाएगा क्रॉस होके आपके राइट ऑसिपिटल लोब में. मतलब यहाँ पे ब्रेन के रीजन में ये ऑप्टिक नर्व ऐसे क्रॉस होते हैं. सो जो इमेज फॉर्मेशन होगी वैसे क्रॉस मैनर में होगी. राइट आइज का लेफ्ट ऑसिपिटल लोब and left eyes in right occipital lobes. So this occipital lobe contain the association area for vision. So this is about the cerebrum children, which is a main thinking part of the brain, which contain the four lobe as I told you with their detailed function. Now let's come to the midbrain. Midbrain is divided into the thalamus and hypothalamus. The function of thalamus is, it again have association area for taste, smell and the touch. So whatever the sense we have for the smell, for the touch, for the pressure, so that signals are transferred from the midbrain to the their corresponding lobes in the forebrain, that is in the cerebrum. So ये जो part है thalamus का, इसके पास association area है फॉर स्मेल, जैसे कि आप नोज से स्मेल लोगे, इसका सेंस जो है वो आपके मिड ब्रेन के रीजन में दिया जाएगा, वहां से ये आगे पैराइटल लोब में ट्रांसफर किया जाएगा. नेक्स्ट इज द हाइपोथैलेमस. दिस हाइपोथैलेमस हैव द वेरियस फंक्शन. इट इज वन ऑफ द एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इट इज रेगुलेटरी ग्लैंड ऑल्सो, and apart from that it also maintains our body temperature constant at 37 degree Celsius. सो एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड मतलब क्या बच्चों, जैसे कि ये हाइपोथैलेमस है, सो ये कुछ हार्मोन्स भी सीक्रेट करता है, और ये हार्मोन सीक्रेट करने के अलावा इसका रेगुलेटरी ग्लैंड का भी फंक्शन है, मीन्स इट रेगुलेट्स द फंक्शंस ऑफ अदर ग्लैंड. सो दैट वी विल स्टडी इन डिटेल इन टॉपिक एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स. राइट नाउ यू जस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट इज इट इज द वन ऑफ द endocrine gland, then it is again regulatory gland, and it maintains our body temperature constant. So here only in the middle part of the brain there is a presence of the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland's functions again we are going to discuss in the topic endocrine gland. Fine. So children, let's come to the hindbrain. Hindbrain is divided into three regions, that is cerebellum, and this is the swollen part that is called the pons, and this lower swollen part that is called the medulla oblongata. So this hindbrain is divided into further three regions. This is the small brain which is called as cerebellum. Here is the pons and here is the medulla oblongata, and which continues to form the spinal cord which is located in our backbone. Now children, let us see its function. The cerebellum. Cerebellum helps in a maintaining our body posture. अब हम खड़े हैं, ठीक है, हम ऐसे खड़े हैं, आपको इंस्ट्रक्शन दिए जाते हैं स्टैंड इन अ क्यू, अटेंशन चिल्ड्रन. सो तब आप एक अटेंशन मोड में आते हैं, आपका बॉडी एक प्रॉपर पोस्चर में है, ठीक है. हम डांस कर रहे हैं. सो डांस करते वक्त व्हेन यू आर डांसिंग यू आर फॉर्मिंग द डिफरेंट पोस्चर्स ऑफ योर बॉडी, ठीक है. बेंडिंग, बेंड डाउन, स्टैंड स्ट्रेट. सो दिस ऑल इंस्ट्रक्शन व्हेन योर ब्रेन लिसन. So at that time, this all voluntary activities we can say which we can control by our will. So these are the controlled by the cerebellum. For example, especially the body balancing and body posture. These activities are controlled by cerebellum. ठीक है, आप bicycle ride कर रहे हैं. So bicycle riding करते वक्त balance करना है आपको, ठीक है. ये बैलेंसिंग करते हो, आप हॉर्स राइडिंग कर रहे हो, आपकी बॉडी बैलेंस करनी है. आप कहीं पे वॉक कर रहे हो, स्टंट कर रहे हो, आपकी बॉडी बैलेंस करनी है. सो ये सारे जो फंक्शंस है, दिस आर दी फंक्शंस कंट्रोल बाय द cerebellum. लेट्स कम टू द pons. So pons is again the part of the hindbrain which especially control the involuntary activities such as respiration. ये जो pons and medulla oblongata है, they are especially involved in the internal organs functioning. जो involuntary activities है, जो हमारे internal organs कर रहे हैं, ये activities जो है they are controlled by the pons and medulla. So internal organs activities are controlled by pons and medulla. Especially pons control the respiration and facial expressions are controlled by this pons. And the medulla oblongata, it has the various function, that is it controls the other involuntary activities such as the blood pressure is there, vomiting is there, and functions of other internal organs. So these involuntary activities are controlled by the medulla oblongata. So let us revise in short. Frontal lobe have association area for speech, language, memory, thinking and emotions. Parietal lobe have association area for taste, smell and touch. Now this temporal lobe have association area for hearing, and occipital lobe have association area for vision. So these four lobes of the forebrain, these four lobes of the forebrain, that is cerebrum, especially control the voluntary activities. Now the midbrain divides into thalamus and hypothalamus. Thalamus controls the sense of, it have the power to sense the message of, it take the message of the smell, taste and pressure, and ultimately we respond to the stimulus. So it have the association area for taste, smell and the pressure. And then hypothalamus, this hypothalamus controls the body temperature constant. It is one of the endocrine gland, and apart from that it also acts as a regulatory gland. And next is the hindbrain. Hindbrain divides into three regions. Cerebellum, which maintains our body posture and helps in the body balancing. And this pons control involuntary activities such as the respiration, and also control the facial expressions. And medulla oblongata control the other involuntary activities such as vomiting or blood pressure and other activities of the internal organ. So this is about the various parts of the brain and with their function. So in my next lecture, I'll explain you the detailed functioning of the spinal cord. Now one more thing I want to tell you children, that this from the brain the 12 pairs of the nerve arises. Now why I am talking about the pairs? Because in reflex action we know that the two nerves are involved. One is sensory nerve and another is motor nerve. Means in one of the action, the two nerves are involved, sensory nerves and the motor nerve. In the same way, the 12 pairs of the nerves arises from our brain and these nerves are called as the cranial nerve. So ये भी word आपको याद रखना है, number आपको याद रखना है कि how much pairs of the nerves arises from the brain. So these are the 12 pairs of the cranial nerve arises from the brain which control the cerebral activities. So this is about my today's lecture. So today we discuss about the structure and the various parts of the brain with their detailed function. In next lecture, I'll discuss with you regarding the spinal cord and we'll end up with this chapter with the topic endocrine system. So children, if you like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.